Hi everybody, Steve the Amateur. Wait, this is the opening for like the video when I go up off trails. And I'll go through like the tunnel and it'll be like these cool little hidden spots in Oregon City. Hi everybody, Steve the Amateur Historian. I'm just wandering around the Oregon City area and taking in a few of the not quite so seen locations. I'm doing a video on Waterboard Road and a little stretch of McLaughlin Avenue. They're these two abandoned roads in Oregon City. That'll be its own thing. This kind of goes with it, I guess, in terms of seeing the not so seen parts of this city. And this is really just me kind of being a clown and just kind of as I've been walking around town today, I've been doing some serious vlogging, and then other times just like, oh, what's this? Oh, this is cool. Oh, I remember that. And so this is that portion of the Amateur Historian, just kind of goofing off, and if we're going to be honest, periodically putting my life in a little bit of peril. So I hope you enjoy, for the sake of the fact that I'm literally almost killing myself to produce content for you ungrateful sons of bitches. We're gonna hang out in Oregon City and just kind of check out some of the cool stuff around. Oregon City is such an old town that even the corrections building, the corrections center over here, is a historic building. Oh, we got the train tracks. So I love, oh, and there's the elevator. I'll probably go up that at some point. I mean, how do you do Oregon City without that? But yeah, I love these tracks. I'm staying off of them for the moment because I'm supposed to loiter on the tracks, but yeah, they go through, well, duh, they go through here. But yeah, they're elevated tracks starting right over here at this little bridge here. So they're like these elevated tracks that run through town. I tried filming, I actually did film a scene for my recent movie that included an effort to chase a train that the lead character thought was there, but it wasn't, but it just didn't quite work out. Look at this house, such a cute house. Oh God, is that it? So this building up here, this, like, last time I went by it, it was blocked off and having some work done on it, but it was like, oh, there's actually a train coming. Wow, good thing I got off the tracks when I did. Like I said, don't stand on the tracks. And I could comfortably stand in the street because no one's going through here. Anyway, so I thought this went through here, but it doesn't. But yeah, you can kind of see the elevated tracks right through there. But anyway, yeah, somebody's car's getting stolen. Anyway, yeah, this is the spot. This is this really sketchy frickin', it was like a retirement home. I say was because it's boarded up. A lot of these windows over here are boarded up. The entryway on the other side of this place was like fenced off, but yeah, you can see literally there's boards in the windows. Look at how beat up, like this was like a retirement home. I don't even want to imagine the kind of weird stuff that was going on in here. Every time I pass it on the bus, I'd be like, oh my God, don't let me end up here when I'm elderly. Okay, we're coming up to Washington Street. I'm just gonna meander down this way. So I want to check out the elevated tracks. It's been a while. Oh yeah, and this is where the Barlow House, as it's called, is located. The house, I did a video here many years ago when the house was all decrepit. And yeah, just I don't know, month and a half, 2 months ago, me and my girlfriend were walking around Oregon City like I am now, and I noticed this house in the distance, and I was like, oh, that's because I already knew it was in this area, so I was going to mention it because I figured it was probably still just sitting there because it didn't look like anybody was busy at work on it. And I was astonished to see the house is now currently looking gorgeous up over yonder. So yeah, so I did a follow-up video where I matched the video I took of this house with the old video I took. Sort of a then and now kind of thing. There's the Abernathy Bridge in the distance, which is just I-205 crossing the Willamette River, but yeah, we're down to the elevated tracks. I love the fact that this is here, and I think the primary reason I wanted to interject a train, kind of a train chase thing, obviously without the budget to actually have a train involved, was, I mean, I definitely think the French Connection had an effect on me. The whole car chase scene where he's chasing the elevated train. But also, I always had a dream that, like, if someday I had enough money to do a film, I would do this really dramatic chase. And it would be like, and you'd be able to use these tracks. They don't go that far because the elevation ends right there, and it only goes a few blocks that way before the street ends. But yeah, there's this stretch where these tracks go through, and I even cut it together, and even speeding up some of the clips, it just wasn't working. But yeah, film I did in 2018 that I briefly posted, because posting is a thing, that I posted on my YouTube, Till I Found You is the name of the movie. I had my lead character, because the character that she's in love with is leaving town, and it's known that she's leaving by train. So she's driving along, the main character, and she starts hearing what she thinks is a train whistle, but it's really just her, just wishful thinking. So it was going to be like she was going to start chasing this train that she thought was there, and I was going to have her shooting down this street. You can see how that wouldn't really quite work, because it's not exactly safe to go speeding down this street. So we could never get her to go faster than, like, you know, 25, 30 miles an hour without it being dangerous. And there's cars that drive through here. They could have come through here and not seen her coming and hit her. So no matter how I cut it, it looked like she was just moving at a snail's pace. So it was just, it didn't work. So I ended up cutting it from the film, and it wasn't absolutely necessary. It was more just to add a little bit of drama. So I mean, I guess I can still say I filmed a train chase sequence for a movie using elevated tracks. You know, I still have that. It's just a deleted scene. All right. So there's some people on some bicycles, and they were hanging out here. So when I passed going up, so I didn't want to go over here, but you can kind of go briefly off trail here. And I thought, this is pretty cool. Some of the rocks that have come down over time. It's really cool through here. But I feel, I'm just hanging out in Portland too long. Why do I feel like I'm gonna stumble onto a homeless camp back here? Honestly, that wouldn't be completely unheard of. Hello? I mean, this is definitely a trail. I just don't know where it leads to. I'm lost. Yeah, this is a trail. Okay, you. I see you, Oregon City. Probably just ends at some point. Hello? Hello? And if it keeps going, you know I keep going. It's gotta end at some point. That's one thing about these, like, you know, the camera on this iPhone's good, but it doesn't really capture the depth when you're going through areas like this. I think it just ends here. Or, I don't know, this doesn't really look like a trail as much as an opening. Oh boy, I'm lost. Not really. Don't twist your ankle. Okay, steady. Steady. We'll see where this goes. It's probably not going to change a whole lot from what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna really get myself lost if I keep going deeper into this abyss. I mean, it started out as a trail. I don't really know what this is now. Looks like a lot of, yeah, it just kind of ends here. And there's like mosquitoes out here. I don't want to mess with that. But that's pretty cool back in here. And you can see these steep rock walls. But yes, let's try to make it back the way we came. Try being the operative word, the preferred word. And there was no, I mean, I wouldn't think there, goodness gracious, I don't remember that. Might have come through different ways. I don't remember having to climb over that thing. Love the rock. The rock. Okay, good. I made it back. I saw a trail and I had to go up it. This is so cool. I saw them climbing on these, but you have to go up this thing. That doesn't seem steady. I get myself up here two-handed and see if this is even a possibility. I could just go like that. So this is kind of not necessary. I'm just trying to not kill myself because I'm not 20 anymore, and if I fall and bust something, it's not going to be something I hobble away from. I think these rocks aren't going to fall out of place. I'm feeling claustrophobic already. Problem is that these shoes don't have great grip, so I don't really know if I want to deal with coming back down this way. It just doesn't seem necessary just to see what's up there. I mean, it'd be cool to get up there, but I don't want to risk bouncing off of some of this. I'm actually kind of stuck. I gotta reverse I gotta move my sitch here. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's just, I'd be a lot cooler about this if these shoes had a little better grip, but they don't. They're just sliding all over the place. All right, just gotta get to that rock and then get another. Ooh, that was a tight escape, but I made it alive. Find my way out. I'm gonna be just fine. I'll be just fine. All right, fun times. Happy-go-lucky fun times. That was, you know, it's just a little off-road fun. Never hurt anyone until you end up in the hospital. Okay, well, this is a little back. Okay, not a public roadway. Access may be restricted, so unless somebody tells me I can't go this way, I can. That's what that sign is telling me. It didn't say private road, stay out. It just said, like, well, probably there's just probably a lot of stuff going on here, and probably if the big trucks are coming through here, stuff's getting moved, they're like, hey, stay the hell out of here. Anyway, I'm going for it because it didn't say I can't go this way. Oh, I am an erratic man on a mission. See, over there it says no trespassing, so I ain't gonna hop that fence. Ooh, anybody need a canopy for the back of their truck? Act now. Supplies are limited to one. Wow, there's some like old, there's a lot of random stuff there. Those are like old light posts. I don't know how well you can see them, but now I see why you don't want me to trespass. You're hoarding a bunch of cool stuff. Okay, buddy. Okay, so this sign just says the same one that the one up there did. I don't know why you put up another sign facing that way. When you have another one over there, you're gonna let someone get all the way down here before telling them again. Narrow road. That's all right. I've seen a lot of narrow roads in my day. Yeah, so this is supposed to dump me on to, I think, like Center. I guess, yeah, this is probably, because I'm about to say there's houses here, so they can't be restricting the road here unless this was a private road to these houses, but that's not the case. Is that a Mellow Yellow bottle? What is this? Oh no, it's just a squirt bottle. Okay, I can respect that. And an old German. I never heard of that one before. But okay, so this is a much quicker route than the way I would have been going. So I want to get over there. There's a well, I'm gonna put my life in a little bit of peril. Wait a minute. Ah, no, never mind, there it is. So there's the old paper mill across the way. Here's the Blue Heron paper mill that me and my buddy Nick explored once upon a time. A couple years ago, because we thought it was gonna get demolished really soon after. And it's in the process of getting demolished, but not a lot has been demolished yet. So, you know, we thought it was coming a lot sooner than it actually was, but I'm not here to discuss that with you. I'm here, it's pretty cool. I'm here to literally show you the crappiest sidewalk possibly known to man. And there's Willamette Falls. Give you just a little look at that because that's a pretty iconic spot. But we're going downstairs. Yeah. There were buildings here when we saw it, so some stuff's been demolished. I remember this has been here for years. Just kind of left here. But okay, so we're at the bottom of this stairwell, and here is a crappy sidewalk. So this is the only sidewalk along this stretch of road. There's nothing, as you can see, on the other side. So if you want to go down, you have to walk this very skinny sidewalk with like no shoulder. The road is right up against it. And because it's on this side of the road, you have to walk straight into oncoming traffic, which sometimes includes walking directly towards big semi-trucks. Oh. I felt the earth move under my feet. But, I mean, it is obviously a sidewalk, and it leads directly to a path that goes over the tunnel up ahead. So, like, this goes somewhere. This isn't just a meaningless sidewalk made for, like, people with a death wish to walk down. So, I remember I had to get a shot for my film of a car coming out of that tunnel and going down this street. And I had to just stand, like, it was like right in here. Put my camera on a tripod. I put my sound recorder like on one of these posts, and I just stood right here and panned with the car as it went by. Like, this is not a great spot to be having to do something like that. Yes, I got the right car. I was so worried about that. Wow, I'm probably, woo! I got the right car, and that's all that matters. And cut. I think I said that already. And hopefully the sound turned out. And then you get to here, and you're finally kind of safe. But yeah, that sidewalk is frightening, especially when there's big semi-trucks coming up and they're literally passing within like 2 feet of you. Yeah. This was a cool exploration when me and Nick went through here. Don't regret it one bit, despite the fact that we did ultimately get into trouble for it. But yeah, so there is a purpose. This becomes an elevated sidewalk, as you can see here, that you kind of zigzag over the tunnel. But the cool thing is we have a tunnel awaiting us on the other side as well. I remember, because I wanted to get at least one shot outside of the car for this sequence I was filming for my movie. So literally had them park like somewhere over here on the other side. Had my cell phone out so I could call them and say, I'm ready, start driving, and they would come out through the tunnel. And I just sprinted up through here and down over there to get my stuff set up. It was reckless. I'm certainly not going to deny that. There's the tunnel down there. And this is just kind of space. Yeah, this is one of the cool little hidden spots in Oregon City that I just love. I did a video recently discussing the creepiest tunnels in Portland, and this is a pretty cool and creepy Oregon City walk-in tunnel. Oh, and it's definitely been much more tagged up since the last time I was here. Granted, that was a couple years ago. And a good day to you, sir. Does he have a code? Is that like a QR code? Is that what, I don't know. But yeah, SPRR undercrossing. Built under, so yeah, this is actually a tunnel that goes under the railroad. So it's been here long, built in 1936. And short, but ominous. Definitely has not been cleaned in a while. There's like, the tagging makes no sense because there's so much of it. Like, I can't make sense. People just spray painting over spray painted over spray painted over stuff. But yeah, I love this tunnel. Ah, I love that tunnel. I mean, we're right next to it. I might as well take a little ride up the elevator. It is right in front of me. I don't think I hit recording time. Of course, he drove off like the little bitch he is. Sorry, I don't want to use vulgarities in my videos, but I was crossing the intersection down there, crossing so I could get here. And of course, I got some long hair. I got my mask on. I'm obviously a snowflake little, you know, bitch. Guy pulls up in his truck. He's got his Trump flag. Oh yeah, no, there's the guy. Oh, he's going up the street. Yeah, see? There's the guy. He's got his 2 American flags out. That's adorable. Look at the guy with his American flags out. What a patriot. Yeah, you can see his little flags waving. He's a real patriot. You know, he's a good, honest American. That douchebag was waiting to go where I crossed. There's crosswalks there. You have to stop and let people cross. So I did. I looked at him. He stopped. I went to cross. And here's the funny part. As I went to cross the street, there's another truck over here that turned and went in front of me. So I literally had to stop and let the truck go. And the moment his truck went by, oh man, I think there's somebody over here who's kind of crazy. So, anyway, so I stop and let the truck go. What am I supposed to do? Walk into the truck? So, and then I finish crossing the street. I book it across the street. I move pretty quick. This guy has, I hear him as I'm finishing crossing. I'm not even in front of his truck anymore. I hear him go, walk faster. And I'm already feeling my hair going up. I'm like, is this flag waving asshole? No offense, you know, if people who hang flags on their trucks and stuff weren't all a bunch of just jacked up, testosterone, homophobic, racist douchebags, maybe I wouldn't have an issue with it. But, so I hear him do that, and I look back, and of course, he looks like every other guy, just drooping jaw. He's got his cool shades on because he's such a badass. And he looks at me, and he just starts saying something. He called me it's a word that starts with an F and rhymes with maggot. So, you should know what the word is. And as he's passing me, I looked right in his face and said, fuck you. And he kept driving. So I guess he didn't care. He looked like the type that would stop and come out and be like, what was that you said? You want to fight? And I'm like, yeah, you literally started yelling at me about not crossing the street quick enough when there's a truck in front of me. What a prick. But the type of behavior that I've come to expect, unfortunately, from people who wave their big American flags from their big trucks, just, there's nothing more to say about it. It's what I expected. Anyway, I'm right by the John McLaughlin house. So hey, there's this, and there's another cool little tunnel that I've heard is reportedly haunted that I can walk through before we wrap up for the day. And then this is the Barclay house, which is also a fairly old home. Yeah, here's the home that John McLaughlin lived in, a very prominent early Oregonian. And as I understand it, him and his wife are buried here. Dr. John McLaughlin and Margaret McLaughlin. Died 1857 and died 1860. So it was a long time ago. Pioneers. And then there's this cool little cannon thing. Okay, well, the guy was yelling earlier, but he didn't yell as I passed him. Oh no, we're under surveillance. Yeah, this is a cool little tunnel. And I've heard reports that it's haunted. Nothing strange has happened to me walking through here. I just like this tunnel. I used it in a movie that I did with some friends. Me and my best friend Scott filmed a whole scene here where he was pretending to be like Satan, but he was in a death costume because that's all I had. And then there's, yeah. So another cool little tunnel. Bricky. And then that water goes under here and comes out, and it's this really cool layered waterfall. I love it. And now I'm gonna go back down these stairs that literally come out at the elevator. So I just did a big wraparound, but hey, we got to see a few more cool things before we left. And I got to scream F you to some degenerate redneck. So it's this is a very successful day for me. All right, I only put this on briefly because I was going in the elevator. Snowflake, why are you wearing your mask, man? You know, if you're gonna come onto my channel and comment on when I wear my mask, I'm not gonna react to you. It's none of your business. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that shenanigans, me just getting kooky here in Oregon City. It's what I do best. And so, as always, if you haven't done it yet, remember to like, share, subscribe, keep my beautiful channel growing. And I got a Patreon. I've got that. That is linked in the description with this video, as well as links to my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Reddit subreddit. I think that's it. And all that's it. Till next time, this has been Steve, the Amateur Historian.